Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi and the country's foreign ministry were found dead hours after their helicopter crashed in fog on Sunday. 63-year-old Raisi was the second most powerful person in the Islamic Republic after Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Iran has offered no cause for the crash nor suggested sabotage brought down the helicopter, which fell in mountainous terrain in a sudden intense fog. In Tehran, Iran's capital, businesses were open and children attended school Monday. However, there was a noticeable presence of both uniformed and plainclothes security forces downtown. The president's death comes at a tense moment in the Middle East, just weeks after Iran launched a drone and missile attack on Israel in response to a deadly strike on its diplomatic compound in Damascus. On Sunday, China's Commerce Ministry launched an anti-dumping probe into a type of engineering plastic that's usually imported from the European Union, United States, Japan, and Taiwan. According to the ministry, the plastics known as POM copolymers can partially replace metals such as copper and zinc and have various uses in auto parts, electronics, and medical equipment. The investigation should be completed in a year, but could be extended for 6 months. China's plastics probe comes amid a broader trade row with the United States and Europe. This fall, the last U.S. zoo with pandas in its care will say goodbye to the 4 giant bears. Zoo Atlanta officials said they are making preparations to return the 2 panda parents along with their twins. There is no specific date for the transfer yet, but officials said it will likely happen between October and December. The 4 Atlanta pandas have been the last in the United States since the National Zoo in Washington returned 3 pandas to China last November. Atlanta received the 2 parent pandas from China in 1999 as part of a 25-year loan agreement that will soon expire. The 2 are the youngest of 7 pandas born at Zoo Atlanta since their parents arrived. Their siblings are already in the care of China's Chengdu Research Center of giant panda breeding. Last week, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump agreed to hold 2 campaign debates. The first will be on June 27th and will be hosted by CNN, and the second on September 10th, hosted by ABC. The quick agreement on the timetable followed President Biden's announcement that he will not participate in fall presidential debates sponsored by the nonpartisan commission that has organized them for 3 decades. Biden's campaign instead proposed that media outlets organize the debates. Trump, in a post on his Truth Social site, said he was ready and willing to debate Biden. Comcast plans to launch a streaming bundle later this month that will include Peacock, Netflix, and Apple TV+. The streaming bundle was announced on Tuesday by Comcast Chairman and CEO Brian Roberts at Moffett-Nathanson's annual Media, Internet, and Communications Conference. Reportedly called Stream Saver, the bundle will be discounted but only available to subscribers of Comcast TV or Internet service. It's not entirely clear how much the new bundle will cost, but the cheapest way to get all 3 streamers at the moment costs under $23. The announcement comes on the heels of Disney, Warner Brothers, and Discovery announcing a new streaming bundle that will combine Max, Disney+, and Hulu. That bundle is scheduled to launch at some point this summer, though pricing for that package has not been announced. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Meet James. He was surprised to find out that he has elevated blood pressure, which could turn into high blood pressure. So he talked with his doctor about a healthy path to get his numbers down. He quit smoking, which makes a big difference for his overall heart health. He also cut down on salt by watching out for high sodium on food labels and added a 30-minute walk 5 days a week to his routine. These healthy steps weren't easy, but lowering his blood pressure was worth it. Learn more about his healthy path.
Welcome back. Now let's get into some news happening around Braintree. Senator Walter Timilty filed amendments last week to the fiscal year 2025 Senate Ways and Means budget recommendations. For the town of Braintree, the amendments that Timilty is advocating for include substance abuse prevention efforts, mental health services, public safety improvements, public schools, and essential local services. The senator earmarked $15,000 for the Braintree Community Partnership on Substance Use, $300,000 for mental health services in Braintree Public School Systems, $200,000 for the Braintree Police Department Family Service Unit, $400,000 for the Braintree Military and War Memorials, $500,000 for Braintree Tri-Town Water Treatment Plant, $300,000 for the Braintree Fire Department equipment, $500,000 for improvements and reconstruction of the John Mayer Highway, and $100,000 for the Braintree Friends Holiday Incorporated located at the Marge Crispin Center. The Massachusetts State Senate will begin their fiscal year 2025 budget debate on May 21st. In hopes of raising $8 million, officials announced the town will be holding a special election in June to ask its voters to decide on the permanent Prop 2.5 tax override. Town Clerk James Casey said there would be no early vote by mail option for the June 15th special election. This is due to several reasons, including cost and the short window to get ballots mailed out in time. If a voter is unable to show up to their polling place in person, they can still vote with an absentee ballot. For more information on how to get an absentee ballot, head to braintreema.gov. The Town of Braintree's Ways and Means Committee officially started their budget hearing process on Monday, May 6th. The committee will go department by department until they approve a final budget that will get approved by the Town Council at the end of the month. You can watch the meetings live or catch up on old ones on BCAM TV's Government Channel, Comcast Channel 8, and Verizon Channel 26, or on youtube.com/BCAMTV. The Braintree Parks and Recreation Department is holding sports and kiddos clinics this summer. For the camp starting July 1st, there are still spots available for more kids in both the clinics. Both clinics will be a 3-day week, as no programs will be held on Thursday, July 4th and Friday, July 5th. Cost is $220 and you can register online at braintreerec.com. Braintree residents can now be a part of beautifying the town more regularly. The Blue Bag campaign is an initiative announced by the town where residents can pick up a blue bag and collect trash anywhere in town. Residents can now help beautify the town while on a walk, when you're out with friends, or while hanging out at the neighborhood park. When the bag is full, just leave it securely tied near the curb and alert the mayor's office where you left it. Once you call, the DPW will swing by and pick it up. For more information, head to braintreema.gov. Thanks for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Take steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. President Joe Biden is scheduled to visit Boston this week, according to the White House. Though his exact travel plans have not been disclosed yet, President Biden will head to Boston after a trip to New Hampshire, where the president is holding an official White House event. According to the White House statement, President Biden last visited Boston in December 2023 for a campaign reception featuring musician James Taylor. The U.S. Department of Labor said on Thursday that initial filings for unemployment benefits in Massachusetts rose last week compared with weeks before. New unemployment claims increased to 4,942 in the week ending May 11th, up from 4,618 the week before, according to the Labor Department. For the U.S. as a whole, unemployment claims dropped to 222,000 last week, down from 10,000 claims from the week prior. Authorities arrested a second man on Friday in connection with an earlier armed robbery in Randolph. According to Randolph police, 20-year-old Elijah Beto of Malden was arrested last week in connection with Monday's robbery that happened in the area of Johnson Drive. The other suspect, 18-year-old Sean Culbreth-Isles of Malden, was arrested shortly after the robbery happened. Beto was transported to the Randolph Police Department, where he was booked on charges of armed robbery, malicious destruction of property, and resisting arrest. He was later transported to Quincy District Court, where he was arraigned Friday afternoon. The owner of the company that installed a controversial billboard along Route 3 says his firm has abandoned plans to build another structure on Finnell Drive, but that Weymouth will need to find a location for a second billboard or pay for his company's losses. Town officials are disagreeing that the billboard company would be owed any money. Owner of the billboard, Cove Outdoor LLC, the town, and several other involved parties could soon be bound for mediations as part of legal proceedings to find a settlement. Weymouth Town Solicitor Richard McLeod said Cove does not have a permit from the town to build a second billboard, but the company has the right to pursue one for 0 Finnell Drive. That location will require a waiver from the state, but the company no longer considers Finnell Drive a viable option due to the opposition from neighbors. With 80 residents displaced in Randolph by a devastating fire at the Bridle Path Apartments, the town is now accepting donations. At this time, gift cards and online money donations are the only ways to donate to the families affected by the fire. Food, clothing, and essentials are being coordinated through service agencies. Gift cards can be to local grocery stores, restaurants, pharmacies, clothing stores, and Visa cards. Cards can be dropped off at Randolph Town Hall, located at 41 South Main Street, the RICC, located at 128 Pleasant Street, or at the library, located at 2 North Main Street. To donate online, head to gofundme.com/f/Randolph Fire Recovery. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Do you know that electrical failures are the third leading cause of home fires? Cords and plugs led in this category, while extension cords dominated this category. To avoid these fires, plug heat-generated appliances directly into an outlet. Do not use power strips or extension cords on these appliances. Power strips are designed for use with electronics only. Do not put electrical cords underneath rugs or pinch behind furniture. Do not overload outlets. Charge laptops and phones on hard surfaces only. Finally, if an electrical device is not working as designed, it is time to repair it or replace it. Be conscious of your home environment and be safe, and thank you for doing so.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Today in entertainment, we have some movie and TV series recommendations for you to watch. First, If follows a young girl who goes through a difficult experience and begins to see everyone's imaginary friends who have been left behind as their real-life friends have grown up. The film stars Kaylee Fleming and Ryan Reynolds. You can watch If now in theaters. Up next, The Strangers Chapter 1 follows a young couple who are forced to spend the night in an eerie cabin after their car breaks down in a run-down small town. Panic ensues as they are terrorized by 3 masked strangers who strike with no mercy and seemingly no motive. The film stars Madeline Pesch and Freud Gutierrez. You can watch The Strangers Chapter 1 now in theaters. And finally in entertainment, The Veil is a mini-series that follows the relationship between 2 women playing a deadly game of truth and lies. One woman has a secret and the other has a mission to reveal it before thousands of lives are lost. The series stars Elizabeth Moss, and you can watch The Veil now on Hulu. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.